I think this is a very important subject, especially in regards to when making builds, because the Division 2 has evolved in a lot of ways. Also, there have been an influx of new players purchasing the game. Many of them have absolutely no idea about what a lot of this stuff even means. So I thought I'd just dial it back a little bit and provide a detailed video about how to make a build that deals a ton of weapon damage and skill damage all at the same time. I personally think that this is one of the most efficient and smart ways to play the Division 2, being that there are skills being a huge aspect of the game's combat objective. It only makes sense to me. So what I've done here is put together the exact pieces you need to assemble this awesome build. I mean that when I say it. The advantages that this playstyle offers are invaluable. If you want to distract the enemy by strategically placing the sentry turret, then flank them from behind to dish out tons of damage from both sides, you can do that. If you want to leave no room for the enemy to go, nor give them a place to hide, why not permeate the entire area with a skill that embodies this concept? One more crucial point to this is that these skills are not only strong from a damage perspective, but also very tanky and formidable. So the question is, can you achieve a build that is equally powerful on both fronts? Well, yes. And I have just the build for you to do this and even more. Now, you could simply use the talent known as 𝐸. This increases your weapon and skill damage by a significant amount, and very easily at that. All you have to do is shoot the enemy while your skill is damaging them, then the bonuses apply. This is cool, but I'd rather that just be used as a secondary, if that. Because in order for weapons to hit harder, they need weapon cores. That's just how they're built. And in order for your skills to hit hard, they need skill tiers. So if you want a build that is equally powerful on both of these fronts, then unfortunately, you will not be able to achieve this fully by using 𝐸. You'll end up just being spread too thin with probably 3 to 4 skill tiers on one end and maybe 3 to 5 weapon cores on the other. You could make something with even more, but speaking from a player who just wants to come in and make a build that isn't too complex or complicated, well, here's how to do it. Firstly, the exotic weapon you want to use primarily is the capacitor. You can eventually get this by farming assault rifles in Countdown or just purchasing exotic caches, and you might get lucky. But let me tell you, this assault rifle is a DPS weapon at its very core. Just look at the exotic attachments. 10% crit hit chance on the scope, which can be zoomed by the way. 30% crit hit damage on the muzzle? Wait, what? I don't even know a DPS weapon, exotic, or anything that has this amount of crit hit damage on one attachment. This means that the capacitor was made with DPS in mind, obviously. So I'd say take advantage of it, because not only does it offer the crit damage you need, it also provides more raw weapon damage and skill damage with its amazing exotic talent. It's called Capacitance. This grants 7.5% weapon damage for each skill tier you have and gives you up to 60% skill damage if you shoot the enemy and reach 40 stacks. This solidifies the relationship of a DPS and skill build being equally powerful. And that's without even going into any details about the build I'm using. And with that, the idea is to use brand sets that have the values you need to achieve your build's purpose and the attribute roles to achieve this as well. Providence gives you crit hit chance for its 2-piece, then for the 3rd piece, crit hit damage. So you'll want the full 3-piece bonus here. Then for the capacitor's assault rifle damage, the Fenris chest piece is perfect with the obliterate talent. Next, one Grupo with one 𝐸 to give you more crit hit chance and damage. This is the blueprint that allows you to achieve that goal, but be sure to roll your attributes to skill damage and critical hit damage. This way you'll get more of what you need. And with combined arms for the backpack talent, it'll give you skill damage when dealing damage with your weapon. With all of these bonuses, you can see clearly on the stat sheet how much crit chance and damage you'll get exactly. Mine is at 50% crit hit chance with 190% crit hit damage. That's a ton, and my pieces aren't even min-maxed. Imagine what yours will look like. You could have even more. And with the 6 tiers of skill you have, whatever equipped skill you get will hit like a truck. This is without any buffs that your teammates could potentially provide for you. But that's it, y'all. That's how you make a DPS build that deals insane weapon and skill damage. Please share any input you may have to expound on this below in the comments section. And for builds, guides, and gameplay, this is the channel for you. So don't hesitate to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. I'll see you in my next video. Be right out.